We're back for the second hour of Song of Tara. We have had a hilarious time with much laughter and much confusion.
Especially the
Um,
last bit.
Especially the last bit, although Heine and I have been weeping with laughter, to put it mildly. Um, However, we left you guys when some of you were heading for boats, and someone was already on a boat, and somebody was going to Dublin, and much confusion with that. So, Taryn, you were heading for a boat.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you can certainly see there are fishing cutters and a couple
She
of
ignores all the boats that looks like they would be slow and goes for something fast.
well, you would have to go to the marina instead. This is not a this is a commercial port.
Yeah, but still newer boats have a tendency to be quicker than the old ones.
Yeah. But it's a commercial port.
Hmm.
This isn't where people have their boats as such. These are for ships that are either transport vessels or ferries or a few fishing vessels.
No, but then basically nothing that in any capacity could actually catch up with the other ship.
If you want to find a cough, if you want to find a boat of that type that could catch up, there are several places where you could go for it, but the nearest would actually probably be and the most obvious place, because that's also where they have like the super deluxe costly boats that might actually be quick, is down in Dunleary, and I'm going to give you guys another link so that you can see, because there is an enormous pier system down there. Each of the piers are almost a mile long.
There are no.
And
Coast
where the
Guard
hell is
vessels?
Dunleary?
If you zoom out from there, you should be able to see it.
Fuck.
Yep, it's far, but that is the main marina where people have, fast boats like that. You might be able to find one if you go north from where you were before. You might be able to find some up at Howth as well, or maybe a very few right across the water down by, if you remember the hotel that you met with Michael Blackwell. Yeah, that there might be a few boats down there as well, but that's still on the other side of the Liffey.
How about Coast Guards?
Not here.
They don't have a base of operation here.
No.
Because they would usually have faster boats.
Yeah, they certainly.
Terry just looks after the boat then. At the end of the fucking pier. Growling slowly to herself, realizing she's getting angry and starting to turn, calming herself a little, then growls again, stops herself, and then turns around.
Yes.
Starts stomping back. For once, you should think that her hair was red, but it's just her face emanating so much heat right now that it's amazing how well it goes into her hair and turning it slightly red.
So yeah, and what about Tally? Did he go back towards the green? Did you say?
I had to meet the microphone. Parents came in.
Oh, sure.
Birthday cards, and all that.
Yes.
Yes, he originally went to go and follow Shiva, but something just broke in him, and he can't. Chasing Connell isn't worth it, so he goes back to the one place that will give some kind of clarity to his current madness and his despair. He needs to go back to the green and see it for himself, and even if it's gone, he needs to stay there.
Yes. Well, So you get back there, and yes, no problem. You are. I'm assuming you are not going in the Umbra, but you're going in the Tellurian.
I do keep my head down, and I deliberately take my jacket and my hat off so that I don't look like the same guy that was busting up a car on the docks 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
And yeah, then I get to the green.
Yeah, but in the Tellurian, right?
Yeah, in the Tellurian.
Yes. Okay. While you're doing that, and the other two are still, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Let's hear. What did you two decide to do then?
Well, she was looking for Terran. If she finds Terran and is told there's no fast boats, she will vent a lot of frustration very loudly and then ask Terran for alternatives.
And Terran would have headed directly for Cuddle's car, found the bat that was probably in the back of it, and then just gone crazy.
Oh my God! It is an ex-Impala.
It is dying, and it's dying really, really badly, and she is not stopping for anything.
That car was the one thing other than violence that Connell cared for. It deserves no mercy. It needs to suffer the most debilitating, humiliating, and agonizing death an inanimate object can possibly receive.
Well, it's
It
happening.
was a present from all of us.
It's happening
It
right
was a
now.
present from all of us, and he doesn't deserve it, the fucker. So he dies.
Isn't it nice, Heinen, to know that your character is so loved?
Yes. I love it.
Yay!
Once again, I know.
I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love.
Give credit to Connell's player, who has historically in the last campaign I played him with him, but also played a rank arsehole as his first character. He's very good at it, and I love him to bits for it. So well done. Well
Yeah,
done.
it was amazing. We all loved when K-Year died. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
All right, guys.
I think.
Yep.
I think she will watch this turn for a while.
Yep.
And then she goes to wander aimlessly through the city until she figures something else out.
Yes. Well, then let's pop to the car on the way to Dublin. You get a text message while you are driving.
Okay, so I sigh and pull over,
Yes, because
and then I read the
Wait.
text.
because
Is he
driving
a
while
police
texting is a
officer?
bad idea.
Yep.
Okay, you
Is he a police officer?
will find out, I'm sure.
Oh shit!
The you get a message saying hello, you don't know who I am, you've never met me, my name is Siobhan. I am currently located at the Sept in Tara. We have been under a great deal of trouble and stress, and we have quite a number of dead. I am led to understand that you have just been transferred to Dublin. She does use the word Sept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will then get a reply saying, that is correct, I'm on my way to Dublin now, but I'd rather not get mixed up in all that.
No, that's not. She sends back and says that's perfectly understandable. It's not. I don't intend to mix you up in all of that. We have a situation, or you have that situation well in hand. People are coming in from most of Ireland. I would simply let you know that if you are heading to Dublin, please make sure to go to St. Stephen's Green to introduce yourself to the locals there.
With one crying guy in the middle of it.
Yep, he's going to meet one insane Welshman. That's going to be his introduction to the. Oh God, I feel. I know I keep bringing this up, and I'm a whiny git about it, but I feel so crushed at the moment.
Oh, you're not the only one.
She'll get a reply saying simply, "Will do." ...
Yep. And well, she says, "Well, have a good time." And then she hangs, well, not hangs up, but that's the last message you get from her. But that's just, like to inform you of where you are meant to go, which should also tell you something about who pulled strings to get you moved to Dublin.
Yeah. Also, I sent a text message to Adine, basically, on my way to Dublin, ! Heart.
Oh God, no.
She sends you a message back saying, "Did you get a day off?"
So the reply then will be, "No, I've been transferred to Dublin."
Oh my God! OMG! ... Exclamation point! 15 hearts.
And then I start the
imagine-
car up and
Yes.
head off
Yes.
to Dublin.
Oh, imagine his happiness when he comes up and sees there's no Karen anymore.
Yeah, that's probably gonna throw a wrench in it.
With one insane Welsh guy, one being arrested at the docks for killing stuff, and the last one wandering aimlessly.
Right.
And
Yes.
Or killing stuff, killing an impala.
So
It will be an impala when she's done.
Yeah, and Fenna, who's absent, doesn't know any of this. She's ignorant in her apartment somewhere.
it's gonna be
Oh,
so.
I have the evilest dream about this. Don't say anything to her at all. Let her listen to it.
Oh God, you are wicked.
She will know what her best friend did because you weren't here.
I'm not sure that that's gonna work, but we'll see. Anyway, back to those of you who are still in Dublin. Shiva was wandering through the streets. Taryn is done de-impaling the impala.
She makes sure you can't recognize the fucking thing.
It's dead. And
very good.
yes, and what's it called? And Taliesin is in St. Stephen's Green, looking completely despondent and out of, maybe even out of his mind, but at least certainly completely beside himself.
He is on his knees near the centre of the green on the grass where the actual cairn bit would be.
Yes.
His jacket and hat abandoned off his side, staring at with some surreal fascination at a particular blade of grass in front of him. The rims of his eyes red and just water flowing down his face. But his sobbing is silent.
Yes. Well, an elderly lady walks up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And gently bends down towards you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and says, "Are you all right?
What?
You look very upset."
It's all gone.
Come now, dear. You can't sit here and weep like that. Come over and have a seat on one of the benches at least. Come along.
Mm-hmm.
She smiles. She's got a very friendly face.
Right.
And she gestures towards one of the benches.
My jacket and my hat and...
I'm sure nobody's gonna take it. You can see where they are. If the ones over there, are they the ones?
Yeah.
I will get them for you. Come on, dear. We have to get you we need to get you to sit down. Maybe have something to drink or something. Don't worry. It'll all work out. I'm sure it'll all work out.
There's nothing. Sit down.
Nothing is ever completely hopeless. Is it a lassie?
No. Oh, no.
right.
If only it were that simple. No,
But what is wrong then?
I was supposed to look after something.
All right.
Me and my friends were meant to look after something, and now it's gone.
Have you tried finding it again?
Okay.
I'm taking that it's not something as simple as having misplaced your driver's license. But have you tried looking for whatever it was that you were meant to look after? It's not impossible, you know.
I suppose have to hope. And as he says that, he actually turns to look at the woman,
Yes.
and he really tries. He does try, in the middle of the seething chaos buzzing through his head, he tries to focus on her.
Yes.
It's just an old woman?
Yes, just an old woman.
Okay, that's good.
An old woman who just approached someone with foreign rage.
Well, yeah. People exist who have
Very,
4 points
a
of willpower.
very willful old lady.
Well,
Yeah.
she's Irish.
Oh, right. True.
Who are you?
My name is Eileen O'Donoghue. But who are you?
Taliesin.
Oh, you're... And your accent. You're Welsh, aren't you?
He just nods.
Well, I don't know what it is you had to look after. I have no idea. And you said it wasn't because of, love. It often is when it's young people. I'm sorry if I presumed too much. But you were weeping, and I thought didn't look like anybody else was going to ask you what was wrong.
We were meant to look after it. It
Was it valuable?
more valuable than you can possibly imagine.
I can imagine a lot, but I'll believe you. And was it something that somebody could steal? Is that what happened? Because then maybe the Garda can help.
I don't know if it could be stolen. It was something that could be destroyed. It was something that could just be gone.
Right, but was it destroyed? Did you find it destroyed?
We found it empty.
Well, that must mean something took what was in it, I guess. Then, as I said, maybe the Garda, or maybe you can go look for it, whatever it was.
It's a nice thought, but it's not the kind of thing I think the Garda could find.
Well, then maybe you can. You look like a resourceful young man.
You'd think that.
Certainly. Why wouldn't you be?
Nothing without my back. I'm nothing without my friends.
Well, where are they then?
They're lost out there somewhere.
Lost. Oh, I see. They're also Welsh and maybe lost in the city. Is that it?
No, it takes a lot to explain, and
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. I just didn't want to see you sit there and weep all by yourself. Would
No,
you like
it's-
a cup of tea? I can go get one.
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's
No. You sit there, and I will be right back with a cup of tea. Just give me a minute. She gets up and leaves, and unless you move or leave or anything, then she comes back maybe 3 minutes later with a cup of like a paper cup from Starbucks with tea in it.
Is Starbucks owned by Pentex in this world?
No.
That's the reason we've specifically gone to them every time with the...
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Do I trust this? Do I trust this innocent old woman enough that I'm just going to drink the tea she hands to me?
She sits down next to you again and looks genuinely concerned for you.
On the bright side, it really takes a lot to poison a werewolf.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Well,
And
if Talia...
most other stuff doesn't really affect you, even if it is date rape drug.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we've failed spectacularly already as it is. If Titusson dies because a woman poisoned him, that really doesn't add much to the whole drama. So it'll take a sip of it.
Yeah, no, it's English breakfast tea.
Mm-hmm. That just makes everything worse. It had to be Welsh.
Oh God! No,
God.
she
Okay.
smiles and says, "Do you have any idea where you can find your friends, or are they just somewhere in the city? I mean, I'm not going to be much help in finding them, but I'm just, since you said they were lost."
I might be able to. Reaching for his jacket, he fumbles around in it and grabs his phone.
Yes.
But isn't that dead?
No, I killed Connell's phone.
Oh, okay. I thought it was your own phone he killed, and I thought that was a stupid idea, but okay.
No, Taliesin's not that dumb. It was definitely
okay. So he grabbed Cuddle's phone and killed that one.
Yes.
because
Perfect.
Taliesin's got
Perfect.
got his own phone. He's still got Taryn's phone on him with the tracking thing, which might even still be tracking for all we know. And
Taryn's got Shiva's phone.
So Shiva's phoneless.
Yep.
Wandering through the streets like a wailing banshee. He sends a text to Shiva's phone saying, "Whichever of you's got this, please come back to the green."
That's when Taryn looks down. He's got my phone. Fuck.
Followed by a second please, followed by 3 dots.
Taryn just calls him. I'm on my way. The impala is dead. I don't think I can make it even flatter. I think I scared a couple of children too. They're still screaming.
It doesn't matter.
Eileen pats you gently on the arm and says, "Are you going to be all right?"
To be honest, I doubt it, but...
Nothing is ever that hopeless. You're young and you have... Here, listen. Everything that is lost can be refound. That's why it's lost.
I sincerely hope you're right.
You should ask her if she has a cure against deafness. Because deafness would also be a good thing to get rid of in this case.
Deafness or deathness?
As in being dead. Because the Karen is basically dead. Or in the process of dying.
Yeah, I don't... I'm not going to ask that of her.
Aww, she has a lot of good ideas though.
We may have failed more spectacularly than any group hack in the history of of our nation, but I'm not about to compound that by blatantly and flagrantly breaking the litany. I want to keep some of my very, very, very few shreds of honor intact at this point.
Well,
so yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, we can blame it all on Connell.
Yes. Well, now that we're free of Raven's prophecy, we can at least chase after him and disembowel him with no worse consequence than we've already inflicted.
Anyway, Eileen gets up. She gets up, smiles at you, and says, "I'll be off, but try to smile, please. Don't be so sad."
He tries to smile.
She reaches down and again and pats you on the arm and says, "It will all be all right. I'm sure it will." And then she waves and heads off.
Okay. I was debating whether or not to call after and say, "Will I see you again?" But I think I'll leave it. Tyson sits, cradling the tea, thinking about what to do next. Thinking, maybe she's right. Maybe there is a way to find what was lost. Maybe. But until such time as we're not all together, we need to get everyone back together still in Dublin to actually make good on that. If I'm going to... I think Taliesin reasons that if he's going to face the full wrath and fury of the Garou Nation for failing this great a task, he's going to do it having shown that he at least tried, that he didn't give up. And I think I might leave it there so we can pop to someone else if they're
Sure.
waiting.
Sure. Shiva?
Yeah.
Where are you currently going?
I don't think Shiva thinks much about it.
She's just wandering, basically.
Yeah, but I think subconsciously she probably ends up around the botanical gardens.
Okay. Sure.
And we're gonna say that Taryn would probably go by the botanical gardens to find Shiva.
Fair enough. That is her
Because
place.
she has a tendency to go to a very flowery place whenever she's in a bad mood.
Yep. Well,
Interesting.
I don't know, how are the botanical gardens when she gets there?
there are some visitors there, but it's not exactly packed or anything, but there are some people there.
I think Shiva will find a secluded place and try to shift into the Umbra.
Yes, that's possible.
What would the difficulty be?
4.
Oh, wow.
No,
That's
sorry,
low.
5. 4 would be the cairn. This is 5.
3 successes.
Excellent. Yes, you get in. No problem.
So what are they like on this side?
Nice and well, quiet, but there are a couple of spirits there.
And I think Shiva finds some sort of tree she can sit up against.
Yep.
And she sits quietly for a while before she starts weeping.
Yep.
And she'll stay like that for a long time.
Okay. And then Taryn, where are you going?
She wanted to swing by the botanical gardens to look for Shiva.
Yep. Well, obviously she's not there when you get there.
And then she just continues.
Yeah.
She's not gonna go through the Umbra to look for her.
No, there's no indication that that's where Shiva might be after all.
Nope.
Alright. Well, then let's get back to the car.
Yes.
Yes.
Not the ex-Impala, but the one.
No, the one still working. You are.
I think we should go back to the Impala just to contemplate the sheer destruction that we have held upon it, and linger on this as a reminder of what is yet to come should we ever find Connell again.
Yes.
The number of assholes that we shall tear him will be
Epic.
glorious.
Yes. Glory
Some
holes, in
will
fact.
maybe wonder how the hell she got it so flat,
Yes.
but she worked diligently on it.
Yes. Back in the car, you've reached Dublin. I'm assuming that the very first place you go is to Aideen.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
you know the address. You've been there, obviously, since. So by the time you get there, she flies around your neck and kisses you, and is absolutely ecstatic that you're there. And she immediately asks you, "Did you bring everything already, or do we have to go back and pack everything up and bring it here? You know, clothes and stuff."
So we might have to go back and pack everything up.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. It's
yeah.
no problem. It's a couple of hours.
I was
by
kind of in
car.
a hurry, you know.
Well, you know, as long as you got here first, then we can always figure out the details later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds like a
God.
plan.
This is nice. I'm
It is.
so glad that they did that. How did that come about?
Well, according to the commander, it was all about Dublin needing reinforcements after the recent.
Right, that was such a mess.
Mm.
I mean, I don't go there anyway, but right now I have to say I'm glad I didn't. I mean, you can practically look over to Temple Bar from here. Almost. It's like, that was just wild, and lots of people got... And then they kept the whole thing cordoned off for several nights. I don't know if anything actually happened in there or anything while that happened. There were a few cars, Garda cars around there, but that was it.
Mm. Well, I'm about to head off to the station, station house, and
Sure.
hopefully they'll be able to tell me something about what
Right.
what went on.
Of course. Yes, well, you probably should.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to have dinner ready.
Excellent. I may need to make a small detour before I return.
You know what?
Just so you know.
In that case, why don't you bring pizza home?
Sure.
So then that way it won't have gone cold before you get here.
Sure. I'll bring some pizza.
Good.
And with that,
she gives you a big kiss and tells you that she loves you, and then scoots you out the door.
Yeah. And I'm off to the station house.
Yes, and the station in question, I am just going to find it because, again, I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. What is it called? Here we go. This map is basically super nice.
Google Map.
Yes, it's a massive help now that I've finally got this thing to work.
Yep.
There you go. You see there's something here called Pierce Street Garda Station right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the station that you will be attached to, and if you zoom out from that, you should be able to see that it is conveniently close to a certain green.
Yeah. Cool.
Right. That is also, incidentally, the main Garda station in Dublin South, and and therefore the place where the emergency squad would be located.
Yeah, where we're stationed.
Exactly,
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Cool.
So yes, you get there, not a problem, and you get there, and They obviously they look when you enter because they don't know you.
And there's a certain aura about me.
There's a certain aura about you which makes most people want to get the fuck out of the way in a fucking hurry. And but you, I mean, obviously there are signs saying, this way to the emergency unit, and this way to the police, and or this way to traffic, and this way to vice, and that sort of thing. So it's fairly easy to find your way to where you need to go.
Cool. I'll just go to the ERU then.
Yes, exactly. And you get there, and and there are like 3 other people when you enter, and 3 guys. They look up when you come in. They are 2 of them are mid-20s. One of them is more like mid-30s, and he's the one who looks up, raises an eyebrow, and says, "Yes, how can we help you?"
I am here reporting for duty.
Oh, right, you're the new one. We just got told. That was a quick transfer.
It sure was. Not that I'm complaining.
No, neither are we. We have enough to do, especially with all the feckin' hoo-ha down in Temple Bar. We have to, quite a few arseholes to identify and find and lock up. But yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Seamus. That guy over there is John, and the short ass shite over by the window. We call him Shifty, but he's
yeah.
You can kind of tell why.
Well, I'm Liam, and it's good to meet you.
Well, good to meet you too. And
so, where do I report to?
Well, to me, normally every day I'm the I'm the one in charge of the ERU, but here in Pierce Station, and tell you what, we're gonna have a desk moved in for you.
Cool.
Obviously, we haven't had time yet, but we'll get a desk moved in for you for, let's say, should we say for Monday morning? Then you have time to kind of settle in and.
Yeah, that works. That
works.
Okay,
sure, we'll do that. It's, by the way, it's a Thursday at this time, so you have a few days.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can show you, or anything of the sort? I'll make sure that computers and such like are set up for you as well. Obviously.
Sure. But I don't know if a tour of the place might be a good idea.
Probably.
The armory.
That as well, and oh yeah. You should probably know that we have the station commander here is he gestures for Shifty to close the door. Shifty closes the door. He leans over and says, "That woman is a right arse. Everything by the book. Everything by the feckin' book. You get very little done if you do things her way, so find, I'm sure you have your own ways and methods already from down Cork ways, but, obviously she needs all her reports and so on. Just be aware that she's going to come down on you for anything that looks out of the ordinary."
Right. Okay, well, thanks for the heads up. What's the station commander's name?
Deirdre Haldane.
Deirdre Haldane. Okay.
Yeah, and she's she's a bit of a piece of work.
Right.
Oh, she gets results. She gets results. Don't get me wrong. It's not like that. She gets, her first-rate police officer. But holy shit! You know it yourself. We sometimes have to do things a little bit out of the ordinary, not traditionally, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that, so don't tell her until you've done it. And then when you've done it and you tell her, make sure one of the rest of us are there, because, frankly, when there are two people, you only get half the shitstorm. If you have to tell her on your own, well, good luck.
Fair enough. Maybe I'd better go say hi to
Sure,
the commander then.
you do that.
Yeah. So he leaves.
When you
the
get
other.
get outside, you can see the signs again, and then you take 2 rights and a left, and go up a set of stairs, and then down a hallway and to the left again, and there you go. That would be Commander Haldane's office.
Knock knock.
Enter.
I enter.
Yes. Well, there is a woman of probably around 50 sitting behind the desk. She looks, I think the correct term here would be severe. She looks up, corrects her glasses, raises an eyebrow, and then looks at the paperwork in front of her. Ah, yes. That is you must be Kavanagh.
I am, ma'am. Liam Kavanagh.
Welcome to Pier Street
Thank you.
station. Have you already met your new colleagues?
I have met them, yes.
Good. I'm sure they've told you that I'm an unreasonable bitch.
No.
Well, if they had, they were right. But I am letting you know about that up front so that we know where we have one another.
Yes, ma'am.
I may be an unreasonable bitch, but I'm also one who appreciates good police work, so solve your cases, get evidence, put people who need to go behind bars, make sure people who shouldn't go behind bars stay free, and we're gonna have absolutely no problem.
Sounds like a plan, ma'am.
Excellent. I can see from your file you are still reasonably new to the Garda.
Yes, ma'am. 1 year in service.
1 year in service. Oh my goodness. Well, you've come to the right place in Ireland if you're looking for advancement, that's for sure. Everything happens in Dublin. So, whatever you've been used to in Cork, I can tell you, turn it up by a factor of 5 and that's Dublin. But I'm sure you will fit right in. When have you been told to report in for the first time?
I'm told they'll have my desk and credentials and everything else ready by Monday, ma'am.
That sounds like a good plan. Excellent. Well, tell you what, I will make sure that somebody comes around and gives you a tour of the station, and you can ask her all the questions you need.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am.
Very well. I will see you on Monday.
Indeed. He leaves the office.
Yes, and she as she leaves, she says, "Just wait outside, and I will have her come around and give you a tour."
Will do, ma'am.
And you wait for about 5 minutes, maybe not even that, maybe more like 3. And a young woman in uniform turns up and smiles, nods. She is let's just say that she is a well-built young woman. And obviously this be the one.
Sure.
She she smiles, nods as she sees you, and says, "Well, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My name is Pernille. Just call me Nille. Everybody does. That's easier for it's easier for Irishmen usually."
Fair enough. I'll call you Nile.
There you go.
I'm Liam, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you, Liam. Well, I'm told that you need a tour of the place, so let's go.
Cool.
And she takes you around on a full tour of the station, and gives you a full rundown. You get by the both cells and the what are they called, the armory and everything. So you get to see the whole thing. It takes about 20 minutes.
Cool.
And she answers any questions you might have along the way, incidentally.
Sure, and that'll mostly be practical questions.
Of course.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, once the tour's over, Liam will say goodbye and head off to the.
You do notice, of course, that she is completely unaffected by your normal scariness.
That is interesting, but it's not something he'll inquire about.
No. And
obviously.
I mean, it does happen, obviously,
Sure.
from time to time, but she just seems totally unfazed. All right, well, and you say goodbye and
head off to the green.
All right, well. Excellent. You get to the green, which is roughly around the time where Tally is there, and did Taryn head in that direction as well eventually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She went in, and when she didn't see her, she just went directly to the green. I can't call it the cairn anymore because officially it isn't anymore.
Well, there's that. But you go to the green, and right. You see, well, Taryn arrives moments before Liam, but Taryn, you see Tally sitting there. He's clearly not doing too well.
Neither is Taryn,
Funny,
who haven't
isn't
even
it?
noticed that she's actually crying. She just walks over to him, plops down beside him. You even had the... Where did you get the tea? You don't look like the one who could actually walk after it. Tally?
I think maybe.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey!
Microphone
That
being.
would-
Yes.
That would have
Evil.
been perfect. She came back and his soul just left like, oh,
Yes. He's gone. He's gone forever. No.
screw you guys, I'm going home.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
If only he could do that. If only he could escape the madness of his existence and ascend to a higher plane.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes. He looks he sort of he sort of holds on the shoulder, pats on the shoulder, and just says, "Lovely old lady came along, helped me onto the bench, gave me the tea, stopped me from just sitting in the center of the green weeping."
A little old lady got you over here.
Yes. Didn't question it. Probably should have done, but I didn't question it.
No. I'm way past questioning shit too.
She did, however, give me a disturbing glimmer of hope.
In this shit? How high are you?
Oh, Taryn, what I wouldn't give to actually be able to get high right now. No, listen. Do we know for a fact that the cairn is dead? It's gone.
You don't know anything except what I've told you.
Well,
I'm asking Taryn. So.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Have
the cairn and the vision I had were a lot more decrepit, dark, and completely dead.
That's what I
This
thought.
one just seemed vacant.
That's what I thought.
That's what the impression she got, right? That this one was just vacant, the one we were in now, and the other one was dead, gone. Jim.
Storyteller?
Yeah. Sorry, you
Uh,
said one more time. I
The
need that again. I'm
Cairn
sorry.
in the cairn in the vision were dead, right? as in vacant and decrepit.
It was vacant and decrepit. What exactly that means, apart from it being abandoned and gone, is that's what you believe, at least.
It didn't look the same. It was also night in my vision.
Yes, but I think the distinction you were making was that it's abandoned, but it's not quite as dead looking at the moment.
It didn't feel as cold as it did in my vision.
Okay.
But again, that could just be because that the sun had gone down. I don't know.
No, I think we have one small
Werewolf
sliver. We have one small chance. One small chance left.
Why? How?
We've lost the spirits. What is lost may yet be found if we look. We have maybe one chance to save the cairn. The old lady said.
Resuscitate a cairn?
Hmm?
You know how to resuscitate a cairn?
I'm guessing by getting the spirits back into it. So we need to find the spirits.
Well, it was Raven's cairn. You think we should find him?
Might be an idea. But we need to get everyone back.
Weren't there those speculations that there were actually 2 ravens?
That's
Way
true.
back when we just got in here. I heard some speculations that there were actually 2.
Maybe. That's one option we can pursue.
I don't know anymore.
We have
I
to
just
try.
know that Blood Wolf were laying in the middle of it and said it weren't a cairn anymore.
But did he say it was dead? Did he say it was
No, just that
irrecoverable?
we failed because one of us left.
Yes. The one who left was the one he had
you
the
know
most...
Blood Wolf, he's not the most talkative person.
No. I imagine it was pretty miffed that the one that actually did the failure was the one he had the most affection for.
I don't know. I actually thought he would jump us, but he actually just seemed, I don't know, sad.
Doesn't matter. What matters is we try and save what we can. Try and fix this. To see if there's even a chance that we can fix this. Because I will not face the Garoon Nation with the failure of this and tell them that I didn't even try afterwards. I will not do it.
I guess we should go to the Umbra then.
Maybe we should. But not without Shiva. We are not doing this without everyone together.
Then we have to find her. I couldn't, and I have her phone.
I mean, that reminds me, here's yours back.
Oh, thanks.
Taliesin gets up and starts thinking about places where Shiva might go, if he knows anywhere she might like to visit.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you have much idea of where that would be.
Maybe some, but I think one of the places is one of the places that Taryn's already been to.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, Taliesin asks, so, places Shiva might go. You been to any of them yet?
I went by the botanical gardens. She usually goes there to think, but you weren't there.
Where else might she be?
She always loved plants. Somewhere with a lot of plants?
Phoenix Park, maybe? No, that's more zoos.
It should probably be a place you could walk to, because she was walking while I were... Turn stops, then while I were making the Impala and ex-Impala.
Good.
I
If that
feel a
thing...
little sad about it now. It wasn't its fault.
No.
Well, guys, I just realized
Yeah.
we are actually going to have to take a short break here.
Yep.
I'm sorry to break off in the middle of it, but we will come right back to this in a moment.
That's fine.
Right.
We're just. I think we're kind of just stalling until the very vague possibility that our strange new player character might join us.
Yes, well, that shall happen a moment later when we return after this break.
Okay.